Well, hello everybody. This is the video for the Breeders' Cup on Saturday. We're starting off with the first race here. This is exceptionally difficult race. I've got a short list of 4, but I'm not even certain the winner's on the short list. Very difficult, and I might try maybe dutching a couple of these, like Richie and Vava, just for small stakes to have a bet in the race. But it's very, very difficult. The favourite, yeah, she's got every chance, but 2-1 in a race like this. No, thank you. 741. We got the Turf Sprint Grade 1. They're all Grade 1s. And 5 furlongs. This horse here, which is pronounced AG Bullet, is a filly. She was third in this race, beaten less than 3/4 of a length in a blanket finish last year. She actually hit the front inside the final furlong and just got swamped near the line. She's got a huge chance again. They are going to go 1,000,000 miles an hour here. She's fast from the gate, but she might end up sitting 3rd or 4th because she's got pace on her inside. But if she can jump and sit 4th or in the second pair behind the front runners, if she turns her home and charges for the line, she's got every chance. I'm definitely going to include her a Dutch. I'm also going to include Reef Runner. He's a hold-up horse, and he's got a strong finishing kick. And if they go way too fast, they could be paddling half a furlong from home. If they go 21 and change for the first quarter, as they turn for home, they might all be dying a death. He's deliberately run as a held-up horse, and he could, with them fanning out across the course, he could find himself with a chance. So, and these 2 Euros, if you fancy betting a Euro runner, these would be my 2, but they are going to be a long way behind and have to come with a storming run, and they're going to need luck in running. So I'm going to take these out, and that is the short list. And I'll probably Dutch those 2 in the win. I'm keeping this deliberately short. I could tell you all kinds of stories, but you don't want to hear all of that. You can go and read about the horses. Now, this is a really difficult race. The Breeders' Cup Sprint. This horse here could definitely win. He's on the short list. But from stall 10, he's got a lot to do. I'm going to take him out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to Dutch these 3 for about 1.5 to 2 points in total. And this horse here changed trainer, and they've turned him back into a sprinter from being like a miler. He's only run twice at 6 furlongs. He's won both races, and they are going to go 1,000,000 miles an hour here. And from a low draw, he may be one of those that can stalk round the bend and then power home against horses paddling for air. So I'm going to Dutch these 3. It won't cost a lot to bet banishing, so at a big price on the exchange. So those are my 3. I think they've got a good chance. This is last year's winner, Straight No Chaser. I don't like many of these others. The one I do like is the favourite, but I'm not stall 10 is no good for me at 3-1. 901, the distaff, it's 9 furlongs. It's 9 furlongs on the dirt. Seismic Beauty, the favourite, is an out-and-out front runner, but she's been beating up fields of 4 and 5 and getting to the front. She's going to face pace pressure here, and I'm actually going to Dutch 2 at decent prices here. I'm not going to take Scylla, and I'm not taking Darth Vader from the wide outside. The 2 I'm going to Dutch is Clico, the 3-year-old. She's very progressive. And Jin. She won last time out over this distance. She did make all, but she doesn't have to make all. And she may jump and sit, 2 or 3 lengths off the favourite. I'm banking on the favourite not getting a clear run. When I say a clear run, I mean a free run to set her own fractions, which is what she's been doing, and powering clear from the opposition. So, Clico and Jin, 941. It's a Breeders' Cup turf. Don't have to say much here. Mini Hawk, twice a classic winner, second in an Arc de Triomphe. Aidan O'Brien has won this race 7 times. And you've got the second favourite is 7-year-old Rebels Romance. There's a French challenger, and Ralph Beckett's 3-year-old Amaloc doesn't look in the same class. That runner-up in the Arc is by far the best form in this field, and she's your banker of the evening, Minnie Hawk. 10.25, this is the classic, and this, I haven't bothered doing the shortlist. The shortlist is basically the first 4 in the market. The rest of them, no chance. But I'm going to take a punt here. I fancy a horse. I just think he's been prepared. He's got the right draw. He's got a stablemate who's going to set up the race for him. Contrary thinking, 200 to 1, he's in the race to set the fractions for Sierra Leone. Fierceness is a danger, Forever Young is a danger, journalism is a danger, but I really like this horse. He was virtually brought down last time, but jockey fell off another horse right in front of him, and he had to swerve. It was at Saratoga in a grade 1, got beat a neck or something, but he lost. Well, he was 18 lengths behind the winner as they turned the bend, and he made up 18 lengths in the home straight. And with a clear run, I could see him getting he ran last year in the classic. Oh, he won it. Well, there you go. There've been multiple. I've forgotten that he was the winner of last year, but anyway, you might not think the price is all that great, but I don't think there's that many in with a chance in here. 3 or 4. Stablemate to set it up. He's going to turn for home, maybe 5 or 6 lengths behind the leaders, and I expect him to see him come barreling down, and I am going to go for a touch. I'm going for a decent bet. I just fancy him. I may be 100% wrong, but it's just one of those things. I fancy the horse in peak form, best horse in the race. He's won over the course of distance, and I just fancy him. So I'm going to have a big old bet, and I might even bet him in running if he drifts. If he's a long way back, he will be behind. I might try and nick some bigger prices in running. All right, could be wrong. 11.05, the Breeders' Cup Mile, and I think there's only one sensible bet in here, and it's the French train. The French have got a great record in this race. This is on turf. It's a mile race. I don't trust notable speech. Sarlan, 3-year-old colt from France. He's had 5 races. He won the Prix du Moulin last time out. He's rapidly improving. He's got a decent draw, and I will be having a solid each way bet on Sarlan. I expect him to be there or thereabouts. 11.45. It's the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile, and last year's winner comes back, Full Serrano, but he's back-to-back winners of this are difficult. He's 6 years old. Don't fancy him. And the horse at the top of the market, Nisos. He's not a banker. He has had some training trouble, but he's won 5 of his 6 races. His prep run was in July, and won very easily. I just think he's the best horse in the race. There you go. Nisos. He's not a banker, but he's a confident. He's 11 to 8, 13 to 2 bar. I think he'll be odds on in America. I just don't see anything is going to touch him. Sorry to pick all the favourites and all that, and then 12.25 in the morning, and I'm going to be dutching. This is the filly and mare turf over 1 mile 3, and I just think See the Fire is going to absolutely love this fast ground. This rattling fast ground is exactly what she wants. She's been running against the colts. She ran in the grade 1 Prix de l'Opera, second in that race on ground softer than she would like. She ran in the Judgment International against Ombudsman and all them, Delacroix and all them horses, and she ran on heavy ground in the Nassau Stakes. That was no good. She was third in the Prince of Wales Stakes at Royal Ascot against the boys again. But when she ran against the girls over a mile, 2.5 at York, round a bend, left-handed, on fast ground, she won in an absolute canter. She won by 12 lengths and in a blistering time. And although Cinderella's Dream was rather unfortunate last year and was second or third in this very race, I'm taking See the Fire, and I'll be having a good each way bet on her, and I will be putting her in a multiple bet with some of the other bankers. Alright, so that's my video for the racing on the Breeders' Cup. I hope it's helped you. Go sensible, small stakes. I'm just going to have some plunges on a couple of horses that I really like, Sierra Leone and See the Fire. Other than that, small units, Dutching, each weighing. You can each weigh the selections, however you want to play it. Alright?